Zhang Liao, wait. I thank you for your aid. You have far exceeded the expectations I held for you. So then, did you find your answers? What did you behold with your warrior's eyes then?
Nothing yet. Still, isn't that what life asks of us, to proceed without knowing? That is why I will proceed forward anyway, hoping I can make a difference. That is my path, and in that I remain firm.
You're as noble as ever, Zhang Liao. With you, I expect it will always be so. Will you aid me? With your sword, carve the path to the future we seek.
My lord.
Hey, what's your face? Alan HD here with Gamer Fusion, and yeah, have you not noticed? I've got a new intro now, and I've got a new watermark, and it's now fixed because the last one bugged out and I couldn't get it sorted out right because of problems because I didn't know how to use my edits properly. But now it's all done. I've finally got it fixed. I'm so happy about that. I'm pretty happy in the fact I've started a new series as well as Dynasty Warriors, because now I feel like I'm actually doing something more than just one type of content, because I like to keep things varied. I said that from the very start of the channel. I didn't like it was just Call of Duty. But right here you see the first trap in the Hefei Castle for Zhang Liao's finale. This is the final battle that Zhang Liao does, and this is when they get locked and get annihilated by allies. That would be truly devastating. And then you got the conveyor belt at the main castle, stopping them from doing anything, so throwing them in the water. Under there, probably more drastic at that time, not everybody knew how to swim. And you got the fire court, which I actually didn't visit till later on in the level.
This is the enchanted castle of Hefei.
Well done, Manchong. I don't know why it's known as the enchanted castle. I mean, not like you enchanted the shoot flames, you made a device which did so. But anyway, as I mentioned from the start of my channel, I did get kind of fed up just doing just Road to Prestige. So then I kind of like moved out. As soon as I got my new recorder as well, and now that I put more effort into my videos, so they're slowly getting better and better. I hope you guys are with me to see this growing change. I mean, I know some people that have seen me go from a 480p recorder to a 1080, and then 720p videos to 1080p, and no enhanced graphics, stuff like that. I mean, backgrounds, everything. And you're all helping me, so thank you. I don't know why I'm ranting like this. Oh well. Not a bad thing. And now that I've just fought in the here, I'm gonna go and quickly get rid of Su Shang. I wasn't really too bothered about Su Shang. I don't really class her much as an enemy. I did in the Dynasty Warriors 3 because she was really hard to kill in the Battle of Yiling, and that was just the most annoying person to fight because she was just so good. I mean, she did so much damage and the type of move she did. But what about you guys? Can you hear this music in the background? I absolutely love it. I think the music is amazing. One there, just have a quick drink.
Your prowess is undeniable, simply remarkable.
Oh, right. I haven't actually got a bad throat, got a cough or anything, so things are getting better. I feel a lot better, although the weather outside is getting worse and worse. So, which means I'm going to make sure I make ahead on videos, just so that when there is nice weather, I can still upload content. Like I did when I was on holiday, if you guys were there for that, when I went on holiday, so I made enough videos to cover while I was gone. And someone just sent me the most disgusting message possible. And anyway, now I'm going to rush the aid here and deal with the people on the conveyor belt. What I quite like about the conveyor belt is it doesn't just like, it's one of the things that's constantly on. It lets everyone get on. I even use true speed to try and stay on. And then I realised, I think later on I do jump, I don't know if I jumped down or not. I think I did because the generals I was actually after. Oh no, it did activate again. I couldn't make it no matter what, so I jumped into the water undoubtedly. If only on my horse, and I could have got some hits on them before they could even get on the water. But oh well. I still got to edit more of Joyu's music modes. I've already gone a lot into the history. I don't know if you guys prefer the history lessons or not in my videos. Do you prefer me going into history? I don't know personally. Or I'm starting to think of doing live recordings, because live to me is kind of better in some cases, unless I'm going to talk about a particular subject. And if, like I did with my Road to Prestige, I always had a topic I wanted to talk about, or I discussed several topics, but they were intended topics. So yeah. By the way, I am sorry that you can't. At the bottom, that my watermark is covering up the HUD, which is really annoying, because which is the reason why I did make it the other one so small, but it's a requirement of me to make it look as best as possible. So I am sorry in advance if this does get on your nerves. So yeah. Okay, Lucian, stop. I'm sorry, but you look worse and worse every time. I mean, in Dynasty 3, you look like a boy. Someone just got home. Someone just texted me saying, I just got chocolate in my computer fan. How did you manage that? How did you get chocolate in your computer fan? Do you know what? I just like, I don't know. I don't even have my computer fan anywhere near where I put my food. Although it does need a bit of clean though, however. But anyway, now that I've beaten everyone here, I'm now going to advance to the help. I think this is where I go to help everyone on the top. I hope so, because it's been a while since I've actually done this fight, and it's kind of cool watching myself play it again. So I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this bit. That's where I did absolutely freaking awesome and ruined everybody there. But anyway, how about you don't make me laugh? How about that? How'd you like them apples? This is where I stopped because I was sending someone a text. So sorry for that if you ever see a random pause. But every now and then, because I'm brutally honest, I have a girlfriend. And that's the reason why I haven't been able to make as many videos, because I don't have as much time to record them, because I get interrupted mid-recording sessions. Luckily she had a job, so I do get times like now, for instance, where I can. But the times where I initially actually want to record are never usually available. So if I do randomly stop, it's because I'm messaging her, pretending that I'm still available, that I'm not actually doing anything for YouTube, because I'm too much of a wuss to say that I'm busy, but I'm back. Unless it's like a major gaming session, I can do on Mountain Blade. That is like my own little hour to myself, where like no one can interrupt me. Do not ruin. Alright, and it has like, oh man, just confusing. And now that I've cleared the castle, I now want to make my way to the the main set of generals, and then push left to Sun Quan. Like, I don't like from the earlier ones. I want to make my recordings as short as possible so you guys can see the battle, but I really want to finish the battle to its fullest. I don't want to like rush it, because if I wanted to rush it, I could have gone in right at the start and rushed straight to the main camp and killed him. I probably could have killed him in 5 minutes. Like, that's like max. I could have probably killed him under that. But I didn't want to, so if you see me like doing extra work and you're like, why are you doing this and that? Because I want to show you the full gaming experience of the Heifei Castle. I don't like battles like this. If you ever played the Dynasty Warriors 3 version, this is one of the hardest battles you could possibly do. Because stuff like arrows in the old Dynasty Warriors were the most horrible things to deal with, because they could do tremendous damage to you, and I mean tremendous. And in this one now, you see arrows fall down on you all the time, and it doesn't do a thing to you. I mean, you get hit by flames, doesn't do anything, boulders don't do anything. But back in Dynasty 3, stuff like flames, and I don't even know if flames are even on that. Different arrows and crossbows and bows, they're the most annoying people to deal with, because when you got hit by them, they stopped you from moving, as any arrow would. Because I doubt you're going to run through a whole volley of arrows. Like, yeah, do you know what? I can take this. I am a tank, you know? But in the old Dynasty Wars, I mean, you targeted those guys. Like, do you remember the last battle of Sheeting, where I fought, what was it? When I was fighting against Lucian, and he had a bunch of engineers with him, and those guys kept throwing that stupid boulders at me. Now, imagine that. but they actually did more damage. And then problem is though, it's not like I like how I got through there, but Liu Xun, his engineers trying to obviously pick up the ball and throw. But imagine someone that's throwing something that can be fired a lot more. Like, do you know, it was known that Zhuge Liang, otherwise known as Kong Ming or the Sleeping Dragon, invented a multi-firing crossbow, had darts, and you had like, let's say like a cartridge almost, like the top, like an open bit, and the old crank, you see that crank now, I don't know if you guys watch Game of Thrones or something, the crank they use to pull back the crossbow string is like almost like that. And you put the darts in there, and you just pull it backwards and forwards, and you can fire so many darts at a close range. Like, it is ridiculous how good it is. So imagine trying to fight those. Because I've seen this weapon tested, and it is phenomenal to watch how good it is. And the rate of fire it has is obviously unseen at the time by a handheld object. So with a bow and arrow, he's like, just how quick can you get from your quiver, say, and the string to pull fire. But imagine someone's just got a dart and just goes pull, 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 like that. It's like, and they kind of used those because they made the crossbows look pretty weird on Dynasty 3, and they kind of used that to their advantage, I think. And so yeah, it was generally. I keep always talking about Dynasty Warriors 3. I really wish I could put Dynasty Warriors 3 on YouTube, but they haven't actually put it on the PlayStation Store, which in my opinion is a real shame, because they go from 4 upwards, and to be honest, I started playing Dynasty Warriors 2 first, and I liked Dynasty Warriors 2, that was awfully long, but when I was a little kid, I had all the time in the world to play those games when it was bad weather. Like, if it wasn't nice weather, you could stay in, you could play games. So, but nowadays, when you've got college and that, you don't always have the time to sit there for like 45 to an hour long just on the battle of the other turbans, and that battle was actually rushed when I did it in 45 minutes. So, but Dynasty Warriors 3 I think had it perfect in my opinion. It's just like the bodyguard system, and Dynasty Warriors 4 and 5. 4 kept the bodyguard system, just gave you new skins, but 5 completely ruined it by giving you one guard, but this guy was like a specialist in a certain thing, which kind of sucked in my opinion. But as you can see here, I'm fighting Zhou Tai. SRP just came as a reinforcement, which is not needed, but it is nice to have an extra pair of hands to deal with the Wu army. And Zhou Tai was actually known as the protector of Sun Quan, and he was a passionate protector of Sun Quan. So he would happily, he's like one of those, they make him in Dynasty Warriors like a samurai, because, and I think that's why they gave him the Eastern Sword in the earlier ones, because his dedication to his lord was similar to a samurai, as would any loyal subject would be. Like, when you protect and lay down the life for their general. And you don't find an extreme amount of that in this game, you find something to give in. But just Zhou Tai is like that, so obviously he's a really good person to fight. They've changed his skin in Dynasty Warriors 8 for better. I think they've actually made Dynasty Warriors 8 better in general compared to the previous 6. And I could have bought 7 recently, but I'm keeping the money in the bank so I can buy Dynasty Warriors 8 as soon as it comes out. I'm going to pre-order it, but it hasn't been designed for Western release yet, which is kind of annoying. I'm going to look up now while I have the time to. Dynasty Warriors 8 pre-order. Yeah, why not? But no one has actually showed anything yet. Oh, okay, for Europe, it's the 12th of July. Okay, I'm going to do a separate video on this in a minute. But yeah. And now that we're in the main camp, I was actually determined in this bit. This is what took me so much longer. If you notice how I'm ignoring Sun Quan, is because I was like, do you know what? For a change, I'm going to try and become the true warrior of the 3 kingdoms, which anyone else who plays Dynasty Warriors know it means get 1,000 kills in a battle. And you guys should know that I don't actually try this at all. I never try it because I don't think it's the amount you kill, it's who you kill. But the fact after all the fighting already done, I was pretty close to it. So I was like, do you know what? How about we go for the full 1,000? So here, as soon as I get it, you'll see me turn around look, straight away use the Mizu on Super Quan to start doing some damage to him. Thank you, Juju. I don't even know how to say his name. Juju? Oh, I don't know. But, oh well. But yeah, as soon as I got that, turned my attention to Sun Quan. Sun Quan is really nothing to deal with the new combat system you put in Dynasty Warriors 6 like the previous years. So I was pretty happy with this. So I wanted to get like that on him, but look how close he was. And then with how many people there were, I just had to hit him. Because otherwise they'd take the kill, and yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. There's a cutscene I have, plus that all the stuff in between then, so it's the save screen and all that. So you're going straight to the very final cutscene of Zhang Liao. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed the Zhang Liao series of Dynasty Warriors 6. Please like, subscribe if you haven't already. Favorite the video if you want to. I doubt you would, but and also don't forget to share this stuff, guys. So thank you.
Yo, Grand Commander.
Master Xiahou Yuan, there was no need for that. I want no such title.
Sorry. Nonetheless, you can't deny it. When it comes to leaders, you're one of the greatest commanders in the land. Allow yourself some satisfaction. You're getting pretty famous.
It's so peaceful. With the chaos behind us, the land is beginning to change. I can truly feel that.
Well, everyone's got to adjust to our Lord's new ideas. Soon enough, you and I will change.
True. And as soon as I can, I will lay down this blade of mine for good.